You know, at this moment it's 5:54. The sun's about to come down. I don't know how long I'm going to be recording this video for. Not long, I think. The sun. Just looking at the sunset. Then I've already got mosquito bites. There's quite a few mosquitoes out. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. It's Sunday right now. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow I have school. Starting a whole new week. I have things I need to do, things I failed to do, things I need to catch up on. I didn't really use this weekend very well. Used it very, very poorly, I would say. I do apologize for the bad camera quality. Funnily enough, actually, I came here much earlier, but I got sucked into YouTube Shorts and music, and I kind of wasted my time. I don't know if I'll ever stop this. No, it's not an addiction, but like a reliance. A strong reliance. And it's funny because I've made so many videos on it, trying to overcome it, wanting to stop it, desiring to stop it, but I'm still here. I'm still here. I don't know when I'll ever stop, if I'll ever stop. I just hope that I will stop someday, hopefully soon. I realize, I think a reason why, I realize that I give in to YouTube or Netflix or whatever to distract myself. To distract myself from reality. From having to do hard things. It's not an intentional desire, it's more instinctive. As I've mentioned before. It's a pattern, and I feel like I'm naturally inclined to follow it, even when it's to my own detriment. Even if it, causes me to fail and be unhappy. I wonder how I'm going to overcome these issues. Maybe I need to... Well, I definitely need to change my strategy. That's very apparent. But how do I start that? How do I start changing my strategy? How do I start changing? Well, maybe it's a one-by-one process. You start slow, you start short, and make your way up. Then how do I find commitment? How do I know I stay on it? I stay on track. I don't want to live my life without any achievements. And I'm not talking about like academic or like physical achievements. I'm talking about well, right now I'm just living life on airplane mode, or I'm just existing. There's nothing I'm working towards, nothing I'm aspiring to be. I'm just living and hoping that I improve. It's kind of wishful thinking to hope that I will suddenly change. Change doesn't come from an assumption, it comes from deliberate action, intention. true blue desire. And how do I start that? The $1,000,000 question. How do I start framing myself to prioritize making plans, finishing goals, having aspirations, committing to certain things that make me better in the long run, like exercise? How do I make sure I stick to that? Well, I know. I guess the obvious thing is that I can't give up. If I give up, then I won't ever succeed. But giving up is really hard when you continuously sabotage yourself. It's like, how many more weekends will I have to go through before I realize that I'm in control? Before I stop following old habits. You know, like most weekends, I give in, and you know, on a Monday, I look back at all the time I had, and I did nothing. You know, I look back at myself and I feel unhappy, unsatisfied. I'm sure I'm sure some people can relate to this when I say things like YouTube or music, they're really addictive. They really take you. Like for instance, earlier today, I had to go to the supermarket with my dad. We had to buy credits and get some shopping. And I told myself that today when I come home, I'm gonna dedicate it to study. I'm gonna dedicate this time to good things. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna work hard. Despite the fact that I only have an assessment tomorrow, I didn't study any of it. I'm gonna spend the rest of this time studying, so I prove to myself that I am not facing old habits, and I'm actually willing to do better for myself. But then I came home, and lo and behold, that didn't happen. I got up my headphones and just started listening to music. It's a moment of weakness for me, I think, just to submit so easily. Like, it's not intentionally easy. It's more like I give in. I know I'm gonna give in, but I don't care. Oh, I do care, but I don't care right now. There's a cat right ahead of me, and it's running away. Tomorrow I want to wake up early. I want to watch the sunset. Sunsets are always beautiful. They really are. They're really amazing. Makes you marvel how much of a gift this world really is. I feel like most times when I feel this way, or when I'm unhappy and I don't want to do anything, and I don't want to pray. Like usually I try to pray every time before I go to bed. So just before I go to sleep, I make an effort to pray. But whenever I feel bad, or I feel like I've wasted my time, or so on, I don't want to pray. I feel bothered, and I just rather lay in bed and do nothing. Just something to note. It's like when I come home, right now I can say to myself that I'm gonna put the effort. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna make the best of my time. I'm gonna succeed. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna fight until my last breath. But will I actually? My sister, she doesn't really have faith in me. She thinks I'm a bit of a, I don't know what she thinks of me, but I think she thinks that I'm a loser. Oh, she doesn't think I'm a loser, but she knows what I'm struggling with, and she knows how hard it is for me to do good things, I think. And she knows that I probably won't ever, or she thinks, or believes, or knows, or whatever, that I probably won't ever overcome these habits anytime soon. And like that's kind of demoralizing for me. Your own little sister thinks that you're not strong enough to pull yourself together. Like she makes little comments every now and then. Like for instance when I say, hey, maybe we do this sometime, Or like, yeah, we definitely should, get into this particular thing. And then my sister replies to me, are you though? Are you gonna do it? Sure, you're gonna do it right. As if. And like it's the truth though. It's not like she's being a brat or rude. It is the truth, like that's just who I am. I have things. I try to do them and then I give it to something else and I leave it be. I forget about it. I think it's my biggest weakness in a way. I just forget things. I don't forget things. I neglect things. Or I'm happy to forget things. I intentionally choose, not intentionally, but I'm comfortable with letting things slip away. Letting good intentions slip away. Because it only takes a day for you to break a habit or break a good habit. It only takes a day. Yeah, sometimes I just get sick and tired of trying to start good things and never even finishing. It's like I'm in a loop. Again, I am sorry for the poor, like you can't even see me on camera. But I forgot what I was about to say. I have a maths assessment tomorrow. Didn't study for it. I said I would study for it, but then I pushed it off. And I said, I have time, I'll do it on the weekend. I'll be very efficient. But then I didn't. I gave into this one thing, and by giving into this one thing, I fell down a domino effect, and that led me to do this and do this and do that. And when I tried to get things done, or get homework done, the overwhelming amount of pressure of doing so many things at once overcame me, stressed me out, and then I put it away, tried to neglect it more. Until now, I'm sitting on the field discussing, or just talking about my life and my habits. I know that I can overcome this. But I guess the matter is will I let it slip away? How do I not let things slip away? Like, I tried doing things, like I tried writing notes in my wallet or on my t-shirts, like little things telling me that, just to remind me of why I'm fighting for what I'm fighting for. Like, for example, I had a little sticky note. Like, I brought myself a sticky note, and I wrote on it, "Do it for Dad, do it for my sister." I try things to help me remember why I'm fighting for what I'm fighting for habits or fighting for self-betterment. But that doesn't seem to work. I don't think it seems to work because of the message, because I forget to even refer to the sticky notes. I just leave them in my wallet and forget about them. Yeah, the big reason why I didn't do anything today is because of the anxiety of work, of the fact that I have to do it. I have to spend my free time doing something that isn't ultimately pleasurable. And knowing that I could be spending my time on something more pleasurable makes me even more anxious, which is very annoying. How do I develop a proper relationship with myself? I think obviously it starts like these are the type of questions that I need to be asking myself every single day. Like, how do I develop a relationship with myself? How do I stop giving into old habits? How do I not let myself slip things away? I think about writing, think about recording my day, but I just think, no, just thinking about writing, it seems like too much. I haven't got the best handwriting, so when I do write, it's very slow, because I have to make it neat, of course. But then I think to myself, why don't I try typing? And I don't like typing. I do like texting my thoughts, or writing my thoughts on my phone. But even then, that's not something I do consistently. And plus that, I even refer to my reflections. I don't even know what I want to do when I grow up. I don't know if I'm going to be a YouTuber or what. I don't know what I'm striving for, what I'm living for, who I'm living for. I think I can't keep forgetting why I'm doing things. Because for me, I believe that time goes fast for me. Like a month can happen so quickly for me. It's because I don't go out. It's because I don't make any efforts to do things. Like, every day is the same for me. I go to school, come home, watch YouTube, clean the house, do the dishes, or whatever, have dinner, and then I go to sleep and rinse and repeat. And as a result, my days just fly past. Well, I think because of that, actions that cause big change seem super small. Like 15 minutes of homework every day Now, now because every day comes off as one day, I'll explain this. You know, as a person, we don't think about spending multiple days on a particular thing. We think about, like, we don't live we don't live thinking about the future, we live thinking in the present. So every day, every second is the present. So when it comes to doing something as small as 15 minutes of homework every single day, it seems so small because it's in the present. But if you do it in the present every single day, then change begins to happen. But because you're always living in the present, it doesn't seem like big, significant change because you're in the moment. I think that's why sometimes for me, I neglect to take advantage of my home time to do good things. I think to myself, oh, I have time. I think to myself, oh, I don't need to do that right now, I can wait. That causes me to lose time. And I don't want to do that. I hate it when I have an assignment due the day. Like, so I hate it when I have an assignment due very quickly, very soon, and I haven't done anything to study for it. It's because moments like these right now, it's like I have so much to do when I get home, and I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I don't want to do it, but I know I have to. And I'm not doing very well in my grades at the moment, and I know that I'm probably not going to do well tomorrow, and it's like I didn't put my full effort in, so it's not a real good representation of how I'm doing in my academics, and I can't improve from it because I'm not putting my best in, if that makes sense. It's really disheartening to know that you can't fix yourself. It really hurts when you try to do something on your own and you try for so long to fix it or to overcome something, and like you look back with all the time you spent and you're at square one. Like that within itself isn't disheartening. The fact that hurts, the thing that hurts you, is the fact that it's the fact that you still think you can do it. Yeah, it's the fact that you still think that, oh, I still have a chance. I still have time, it's still possible. But I'm not putting in my effort, that's why. You know? It's like you just spent through months and months and years and years and years of time trying to do something, and then you look back at yourself and say, no, I can still do it, I can still change, still follow that same strategy. It's like, when will I ever learn? If I want change, I need to actually do something, obviously. But seriously, if I want change right now, I have to want it. I have to actually desire it within the bottom of my heart, or otherwise I'm just gonna let it go like I've let everything else go. And I don't want that. So I have to be smart, I have to be strategic, and I have to actually want what I'm striving for, otherwise it means nothing. But then how do I want something? Don't I, like, how do I want it? Well, maybe like a strategy, I think, to ensure that you want something is to keep it fresh in your mind. Maybe, like for me, instead of having a sticky note in the very back of my pockets, I put a poster on my wall, on a place where I know I will see it, and it says, don't forget to do this thing, Or like, it focuses on something I'm trying to complete, so I don't forget in my mind. Maybe like, maybe the post is something about this experience, so I don't forget what it's like to be in this situation. The unhappiness that I feel right now, not unhappiness, but the sort of uncomfortable feeling that I'm experiencing right now is completely self-induced. So if I remind myself why, or when I neglect the things I need to do, this is what causes it, this is the consequence, then I probably won't want, I'll want to emphasis now, I'll want to focus on doing good more than before. A relationship with yourself is something I really want. Because I know that if you have a relationship with yourself, I know that it's very powerful to have a relationship with yourself. It's very powerful for you. Damn. Contemporary flow processing. I'm just looking at this junk, sorry. I was just looking at junk. Some person's junk is left outside. I was just looking at it. You never know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm thinking about joining SES, which if you don't know is, it's an acronym for State Emergency Services. So it's a volunteer service where you sign up and you're like, it's like being a firefighter, but you don't fight fires. That's the explanation I was given to someone who actually joins SES. So basically, like, you help people in very bad weather situations. For instance, if there's a flood, you get in a boat and you bring food to people who are trapped in their houses. Or like, say there's a tree that falls on a house, you help remove the tree. Stuff like that. I think that would be very good for me. Because it's not just a good way to socialize, it really hits like certain parts of me that I want to exemplify. Charity, discipline, all that good stuff. I know I shouldn't be scared for tomorrow, because it comes and goes. But like it's times like these when you really just realize the amount of time you spent, the amount of things you've done, and let me rephrase this. I shouldn't feel scared about the fact that I have an assessment tomorrow. Well, I mean, I should be, because I'm in year 10, and if I fail consistently on these assignments, then I won't get my Rosa, which then I can't get into year 11 and 12, which is something I should be really scared about. But I'm not really scared about that. I'm more scared about I'm scared about the fact that I won't ever change. I'm scared about the fact that it's moments like these where I realize the time I've missed, the time I've wasted, the time I've misused. It's moments like these where I just wish I could just be real with myself and actually do the things that I want to do. Not just focus on mind-numbing things that don't contribute in any way to my life. I'm scared that after tomorrow, when everything's done, I'll still be the same version of myself. And judging from past experience, that's probably what's going to happen. And there's always a chance. But 9 times out of 10, I feel like it just evaporates and become a slob. Which is something I don't want to be, you know? I don't want to be a slob. I don't want to be a couch potato. I don't want to be addicted. I want to be a man. I want to go out. I want to be resilient. I want to have a life. I want to be happy. But at the same time, like temptation comes crawling out of its bloody web like a spider and coerces me to neglect that dream, desire, and then causes me to feel a few short moments of pleasure and then to be back here with this feeling. You know, like, I wish I spent my weekend studying, doing the best I can for myself and for my academics. But now that I realize, I probably would have, like, even if I had tried to get my computer out and tried to work, I might would have felt anxiety. It would have been a very difficult experience for me because of how hard it is for me. Every single time I fail in these pursuits, I think I lose respect for myself. Like, every single time. Not just because I'm failing. It's because I'm getting older. And the older I'm getting, the more responsibility is being put on me. And the more that I believe I should change, it's not that I should change, it's that I should evolve. That at least negative parts of me should change, not me itself. Even like right now, will I study or will I give in to YouTube? Maybe to you it seems like a no-brainer. I'll study. I'll have time left, and I've just spoken for half an hour about how I don't want to watch YouTube, and I hate when I watch YouTube, and I hate when I give in, and I hate when I live myself like this. But honestly, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Because when I get home, it's like, it's not a change of personality, but it's a change of my intentions. It's easy to complain, but it's not easy to act on your complaints, to solve them. So who knows, maybe when I get back home, despite having this conversation with myself, I'm still going to give in. It's not because I hate myself, it's because I want to be distracted from this pain that I'm experiencing. I think pain's a bit too big of a word, not big of a word, it's too impactful. This negative experience that I'm experiencing is displeasurable. So how am I going to solve it? Am I going to spend hours and hours of my day or my night, actually my nighttime, studying for an assignment, or am I just going to watch YouTube and just forget about it for a couple minutes? Which is easiest? So yeah, things like YouTube or even gaming are distractions. They distract me from responsibility, from pain, from sadness. They help me escape into a world that doesn't last forever, can keep me entertained for just a few moments. And for those moments, it can be incredibly tempting, incredibly overpowering. I think that's why I give in. It's because I live in the present. And when I give in the present, I know that I will experience a few short moments of bliss until quote-unquote catastrophe. I know that you need to follow that pathway, that you need to do that. But like, there's a lot of factors that cause me to give in. Yeah, there's a part of me that believes that no matter what, I will fail, I will continuously lose. It's a belief, it's like a stereotype that my brain is kind of associated with this. And not just that, pressure like this is kind of overpowering for me. I just want to lay down and do nothing. I don't want to work hard now. This is too much pressure. I just want to give out. But then, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll wake up with complete dread, complete unhappiness. Because I know I have an assessment task in a couple of periods, in a couple of hours. And I've done nothing, absolutely nothing to study for. It's not like I'm hating on myself because I'm not doing well on my academics. It's the fact that I'm doing absolutely nothing with my time that would even excuse why I'm not doing well at school. Again, I come home, help clean up the house, I watch YouTube or play video games with my dad, and that's my day. The days just go by incredibly. Like, to my defense, days go by very quick. They go by too quick. And as a result, I don't get very much opportunity, or at least I lose the opportunity to do good, which is why I need to plan things, which is why I need to organize. And so, very hard to break out. Very, very hard. And do I spend the next couple hours of my night studying, losing sleep? Or do I go to bed on time, wake up early, watch the sunset, and just accept the fact that I failed, and hope that I'll do better next time? Because I really, really want to watch the sunset. I don't want to miss out. And I've got things to do tomorrow too. Tomorrow's gonna be a pain. But that's the consequences of my actions. You give in. Like everything I do has consequences. Every action. Like, even now, I'm thinking about coming home, and there's a subtle temptation that's increasingly getting stronger by the moment of just giving in. When I say giving in, I mean just, watching YouTube or playing video games or watching Netflix. Even just listening to music, that's giving in as well. It's diverting away from the thing that either I want or need to do. That's what it is.